Hi, my name's Sebastian Volante, and I'm in Dr. Canis's financial accounting course from 8 a.m. to 8:50 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and my TA is Zachary Pepper, and this is my Tableau project. So this is my interactive dashboard for the Tableau project, and you can see that it says total sales by quarter and year is that section. The next section is revenue by category. The next customer and sales, sales by division map, and sales by product line. And so the total sales revenue for the third quarter of 2020, you would click on 2020, click on third quarter, and it shows that the total sales is $7,007,656. And for the total sales revenue for the medical category in 2021 second quarter, we would click on medical, 2021, and second quarter, which shows that the value is $406,691. And then I would clear out of both of these. And then, which product line had the highest sales in 2019 under the materials processing category? So we would click on materials processing, and we would click on 2019. And then we would scroll down to product line, which shows that the highest sales was for the pulsed YT product line. And we know this for multiple reasons, because it's in the top left corner, because it's the darkest blue color, and because when you hover over it, it shows a number. So the lowest, it shows that their sales revenue is $4,893 versus the pulsed YT is $2,582,529. And then I'm going to clear out of these. Okay, and then in what is the top product line for Germany divisions in 2019, I would click on 2019, and I would click on Germany, and then I'd scroll back to product line, and for the same reasons again, we can tell that low YT, parentheses, less than 100, is the top performing product line, because it's in the top left, it's darkest blue, and their sales revenue is much higher, as the lowest is $130,109, and then the top is $3,770,213. And then I'm just gonna clear out of these. Okay, and in 2020, which quarter had the highest sales? We would click which quarter would have the highest sales in telecom under the UK. So we click on 2020, telecom, and UK, to show that the highest quarter based on this line graph is the second quarter, and it's $157,968 dollars. And then I would clear out of these. For who is Cat Manufacturing's top customer in the fourth quarter of 2020, I would click on 2020 and fourth quarter, to show that their top customer over here is the Voice Company, as they have a sales revenue of $947,667, which is far more than any of the other customers. And who is the top customer for the Russia division? I would click on 2021, and then I would click on Russia. As you see, everything else changes along with it. The total sales changed, and the revenue by category changed. However, there are no top customer in sales for this one, but their top revenue is materials processing, and their top product line is low YB, less than 100, and their top quarter for 2021 is the fourth quarter at $929,520. And if I were on the top management team for Cat Manufacturing, the overall strategy questions that this dashboard could help me address is, it could help me address market trends that could be used to predict sales and revenue in the future, because I can see that these trends based on the total sales by quarter, how each line graph goes, whether it goes up and whether it's going down from one quarter or if it's going up to the next quarter, and then I can use that based on historical patterns and these line graphs to determine things for the future. And that would show how a market could shift over time and how in some quarters it's increasing or decreasing. And then also it can show me which countries have the highest profit and highest profit, revenue, and sales. And it would show me that which it would be best to focus on in the future and which would be best to market to. For example, if I click on United States, they have a top customer in sales of $6.4 million versus if I click on a country, say Korea or Germany, their top customer sale is the Colorado company, but that only has $330,159, and that's obviously far less than 6.4 million. So it would show that you should try to focus on the United States market instead of the Germany market. And you can also tell which categories to focus on per country. Say in the United States, you might want to focus on materials processing, as it has $47 million worth of revenue. But in the United Kingdom, their highest revenue earner would be government, R&D, and other, as it's 5.5 million. So in the United Kingdom market, you would rather focus on this revenue category instead. So it can show you how, based on the location, you should focus on different divisions of the categories. Thank you for listening. This is my Tableau project.